Eugen. Is it Eugene or Eugen? Oh, and then I remember I hit you in the DMs like, bro, you just got to tell me how to pronounce it. So back in the day, bro, we was like, man, I just been like, you were just like a skate ninja to me, okay? And you just did all these skate ninja moves where I was like, bro, this is dope. The man is like one of the best skaters I've seen, but like I can't see all the tricks. He does them so quickly. He does them so fast, and it's just like, you know, it's
Don't
not my
worry.
style. Like,
Don't worry. I feel you. Like most of the people I grew up with had like the same issue with my skating. Like I had to play Game of Blade by myself because nobody wanted to join me. It was pretty.
Yo, but then that brings me to nowadays. As I grew up and I expanded my level of skating and understanding, I actually stopped being a hater and like developed the mentality I have now, and like actually started to appreciate the fact that somebody is pushing the creative boundaries. You know, like you are going after things that nobody else has thought of yet. So like it doesn't matter how it looks at a certain point, because I am just grateful that you are putting your time and energy into going out and skating, filming it, you know, being consistent and like pushing yourself to levels that nobody is on. No one is doing the stuff you did like
Appreciate
3
it.
years ago, you know? Nobody is still doing that. Nobody
Yeah.
is even trying half the stuff you still like, and you're out here doing stuff like dragon slides on the ground, you know, like drag and like, you know, 1 foot 3 turns over
Yeah.
with on the butt down the rail. But then like I watched the Groovy D the other day, and
Yeah.
so
It's
you
a bit.
also just I missed what you just said.
No, I mean like Groovy Did is so different. It's more classic, more timeless. It's definitely interesting to compare both because it's like
Yeah,
kind of my skating. Yeah.
like so you can really do it all, bro. Like it just
I
and then
try.
like and then I remember I was like, my homie said you got to get some Eugen on the page, Eugen on the page, Eugen. Like, man, I haven't seen nothing that is like
Yeah.
don't like. And then I seen that UFO,
Yeah. It's a super long surf one. Yeah.
bro. Uh, uh, whoa! That UFO was like that. Like, okay, I've been sleeping on Eugen, and I'm done. I'm done sleeping on my man. Okay, I'm gonna put some respect on my man Eugen's name. Okay, and then you sent me that. Then you sent me the Sway edit,
Yeah.
and like I'm gonna tell you to your face, Eugen in hard boots is just
It's
I
so
know.
hard. It's so hard for me. Everybody's digging me in hard words. Like a lot of my homies wrote me like, "Oh, it looks so good with the jeans and blah," and I feel it. I appreciate the love, but deep in my heart, I'm like almost crying. Like, but I love soft boots, bro. Like, ooh.
That's good. All right. So I was not the only hard boot opinion. So
Yeah.
why do you prefer the USDs or shadows more? And then like, what's up with the soft boot thing? Give me a.
It's a long one. Like for sure, how to say it. The main reason why I like stick to soft boots is basically because I started with soft boots. Like when I started my earlier years with Salomons and then swiped into some Robert TRSs and then some Dashies, like the Dashi CF, the Crystal High ones, and then I slowly switched into carbons and then the new carbon model. So I basically been my whole life like a tiny bit shadow in between, but always soft boots. So I stick to them. For sure, they are like appealing for my switch ups and my kind of skating stuff. It just makes sense with the software boots. It's almost like cheating. It's like perfect build for my kind of skating. It's pretty soft and comfy. And the shadow thing, why I not swept back, but last year when I was in Tokyo and I filmed the new Tokyo files, the initial drifting inspired thingy, I didn't have an accident, but I was pushing it so hard. I was like skating 2 weeks straight without a break, 40 degrees outside. It was too much for my ankle. So when we checked it, we knew like, yeah, I need a tiny operation, get a few thingies, nothing serious, but I need to remove here and there something, get it fixed. So I was like, okay, but I kind of want to skate this full summer and don't get an operation straight away in the spring, right? And destroy my whole summer. Can I push the operation like a bit away and keep skating, right? It's like the most healthiest decision. But since you are like how to say it, a passionate skater, you know how your body works. Like if you keep it on a chill and don't overwork yourself, you can go for it. Like he gave me as okay. So I was like, okay. But the next thing, I can't keep going with the carbon freeze this whole period where I'm injured, kind of, because they will make it even worse, right? So I was like, what options do I have left? So I had the hard boots, I had the Aeons. The Aeons mainly like they're I love the one body like concept. It's super low to the ground, super super lightweight and stuff. But it's a flat frame, and I stick to the anti-rocker game. I'm like, fuck, man, I need to.
Hey, Alex Rockwell skates anti-rockers, bro.
Exactly. Alex is
anti-rocker for life.
Exactly. I love that Alex sticks to anti. It's kind of like strengthening our opinion about it. Yeah. So like, I'm not hating about flat. Flat is super useful for gaps. In my new profile, most of the gaps are in flat frames and stuff, and I use it here and there. But I think like for different terrain or space, you need a different weapon. So why should I choose a frame which is, why should I choose a frame for grinding? Like and this is actually exactly the same like arguments and they are using. Why should they choose an anti-rocker frame if they want to roll and do this kind of tricks? So it's totally fine. And from my point of view, for them to use flat, but dude, like it makes no sense to use flat rocker for my kind of weird switch ups. It would make everything way worse.
So
and
somebody asked you
background tricks, so it's fine.
Somebody asked you, are soft boots more flexible?
Yeah, 110%. Like they're almost too. I don't want to like talk shit on them. They're almost too flexible. You should have proper strong ankles to handle a soft boot, because landing a gap like a bigger one in soft boots isn't that chill. Like for example, when I skated this ways, I had like a few moments. It was like, oh fuck, man, gaps feel pretty nice and so. Gaps are so much stiff and hard boot. But like every switch up in this way, it felt not horrible, but it felt more. I needed to stay pretty focused, like don't fuck it up, because a soft boot is more forgiving. It almost pushes you into the alley topside tricks and stuff. It helps you. And a hard boot, you need to put in proper work. Like, oh fuck, man, this is proper type of work. So yeah, and I ended up like, what else do I have between the Aeons? Now Aeons gone. I can't use them. It's almost too stiff. The sways. And the sways was a bit softer and kind of worked, but still a few issues. Like I'm not into heel raise skates. The body position is pretty good, like for rolling and stuff. Enjoy it. I feel why people like the Colts and the Majestics. But for my kind of skating, I still add in shock absorber. And if I would have add in shock absorber on top of the heel lift, I would have stayed like on my toes and didn't work out. So I was like,
all right, so I am a heel up skater. Like I gotta be like you're saying, like I gotta be on the fronts.
Yeah, makes sense.
Do you sit on the heels though? It's more comfortable to.
And you have to feel like with my shock pad, I have like an old school Civica one. It's like this thick, so I'm the same height as somebody with a heel lift. Basically, it's the same. I only have like a bit more shock absorbing in the back. But if I would have added the shock absorbers that I really need to don't have heel bruises and stuff on top of a fucking heel raise skate. Way. And it's not
happening.
It's not like I never tried it. I literally tried to put it into sways and Aeons, and Aeons could have worked because they are flat heel, but sways didn't work though. So I was like, what else do I have left? And I was kind of like giggling back and forth with the shadows for a while because nobody was using it since they created the USD shadow. I was like, man, it feels like unused potential because the new concept is kind of works for me pretty well. I tested the samples back then. It's a bit more steady and so on and so on. So yeah, I was like, I used to skate those when I was younger for years. So why not give them a try? And when I tried them, I fucking fell in love with it again. The negatives, undescribed, nothing comparable, like negatives and H-block tricks, back rail and back savannas. They're different because you have this different kind of flex. People who used to skate shadow know what I'm talking about. It's totally different. If you sit on a back rail, it's totally different to compare to like a cuffed skate with a cuff bolt or something.
Yes.
But yeah,
I agree. I skated a pair of white ones back in the day for a little bit, and I had it. So before you keep going, let's answer some questions. Somebody said, oh, shout out to my boy Blades KC. He's the person who we started Blade KC Mo with. I'm glad that he's in here. Shout out to my boy and my homie Candida, who remember I was just telling you, me and him used to talk about your skating. He is in the room, so say hi to Candida.
What's up?
That's my boy. This is the man Eugen right here. So the question is, will you be staying in shadows?
Like I can't promise it, but I will definitely stay for at least another year or even longer. Like with the situation, I got my ankle fixed like 1 month ago, And by the way, the recovery for everybody who asked me already is like besides this topic is going pretty well right now.
Okay.
So I will at least stay for the whole recovery time, and we plan the pro skate. Hopefully, it will come out at one point soon.
Okay, hold it. Oh, no, you can't skip over that. Let's slow back down. You said, okay, the next question was what pro skate?
Oh,
so it pro skate is coming.
Yeah, it's coming. We finalized the designs and stuff, and yeah, with Corona and everything, it takes a bit longer. I can't promise when. Hopefully, around springtime, there will be an Eugen Ninja Pro Shadow Skate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all heard it here on Skate Club, because this is what Skate Club does, man.